E-commerce websites are unique in that they're constantly changing because of product inventory that's coming and going. These websites tend to be very large as well, which can increase the chances of unanticipated technical issues popping up. If you're running an e-commerce site, then there are some specific things to watch out for and some things to put on your to-do list. First, if you're out of stock of a product, the product changes slightly, or you're not selling it at the moment, but you expect to at some point in the future, make sure to leave the page intact, but of course update that page with the appropriate messaging. You don't want to have to start from scratch, especially if you're already getting good traction with the search engines. But if a product no longer exists in any form, make sure that product URL 301 redirects to a new and relevant product, or to an upper-level listing page of similar products in order to transfer existing link equity to topically similar pages. If there's nothing you can reasonably redirect the page to, ensure that it returns a page not found with a status code of 404. You should make sure that your 404 page has been customized to provide appropriate messaging, letting users know that you're sorry they didn't find what they were looking for, and a clear conversion path designed to keep them on the site. You'll want to include navigation, a search bar, or perhaps even some suggested pages or products so that anyone that lands here has a way to continue shopping on your website. If the product page location has just moved, for example, if it was assigned to a different category, well, you'll want to make sure to implement a 301 permanent redirect to take users to the right place and let search engines know that this is the new home for this particular product. With content that's always changing, we also want to make sure that the search engines have a way to discover your new content right away. Make sure your e-commerce platform generates an XML sitemap of all of your website URLs. Most e-commerce platforms can dynamically create these XML sitemaps as your site changes from the same database that drives the website itself. And many of them can submit your sitemap URLs to the search engine webmaster tools as well. Making sure this process is in place ensures that search engines will always discover your new content right away. And don't forget to place that rel canonical tag on each of your pages. This will make sure that search engines are indexing only unique URLs for each of your category, subcategory, and product pages. And it will ensure that you don't run into any duplicate content issues. Again, many e-commerce platforms will do this for you or offer it as a feature that you can enable and configure. Last, a common presentation style on e-commerce sites includes paginated content. For example, you might have 30 products in a particular category, but they're only displayed 10 per page. To a search engine, this might look like 3 totally different sets of content, and it can be confusing to search engine crawlers as they traverse your website. Fortunately, you can use the rel next or rel previous attributes on your pagination links to tell search engines not to treat the linked page as a unique page, but instead as just an extension of the current page. Keeping in mind the extra technical components of an e-commerce website will help search engines to clearly index your content and understand the products you offer, setting you up for a better chance of being returned when users come searching.